Welcome to StayCoppinKicks. My name is that dude Curtis. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me right now, and I appreciate that. If you like my content, please like, share, subscribe. And with that said, let's get into today's topic. I want to talk a little bit about the exclusive access on the Air Jordan 3 White Cement Reimagined. And I didn't want to talk about it just because I hit on it, but I wanted to talk about how Nike improved on it, and have they found a good position for their early access? And what I mean by this is, last year when they did the early access on the reimagined Jordan 1, it was ridiculous. One of the requirements was you had to essentially take 20 L's on Jordan 1s in order to even be eligible to potentially get early access. 20 L's is crazy, y'all. I mean, we all talk about Saturdays, SAD on social media when it comes to the sneakers app and missing out on stuff. But 20 L's, I don't know anybody personally that took 20 L's. Not on just Jordan 1s. Because if you're entering that many things, you're going to hit on something. At least you would think you would. And at least nobody I knew took 20 L's. And that was just a crazy number. Because for me, y'all see the collection. A lot of times, if you're taking L's, you're not just entering raffle after raffle. You just stop. I know there are some people who are, quote unquote, glutton for punishment, or some people who are looking to just get whatever they can. That's part of the reason why Nike does release so much stuff around the times of hype releases. They hope that if you miss out on the hype release, you might pick up something else. But there's a lot of us that are like, we want what we want. We plan for the year of what releases we're going to pick up. And within that, we also plan for a few pairs, unexpected pairs that we might pick up, whether it's something new that's coming out that we didn't know was going to be announced and dropped, or if it's something old that we might be able to pick up on sale, or we, save up a little bit and we pick up later after, we finally decide, hey, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and pull the plug on this. So there aren't many of us that are just like, fiending that hard. They're like, I gotta put a ticket in. I gotta put a ticket in. So like the idea of 20 L's was really crazy. And then, of course, when they did the whole Kobe thing, where it was like, we're going to look at your Kobe merchandise, they didn't really specify what that meant. And then the thing that was with that was like, for me, I'm not a huge Kobe fan. My dad loved Kobe, so I would have liked to have gotten those Kobe's for him. But the thing about it was, I've bought my dad countless Kobe stuff throughout the years. I bought him Kobe jerseys. I bought him Kobe t-shirts. I bought him Kobe pictures and sneakers and just everything. But a lot of stuff I didn't get from Nike. Because I know it might be hard to believe now because of the way resellers work and everything's selling out and all the hype. But Kobe stuff wasn't popular like that, especially his Adidas stuff, and then later his Nike stuff. Like, a lot of Kobe stuff was sitting. It was sitting around. All the Kobe's I have in my collection now, I bought them on clearance, So, I wasn't on the sneakers app buying Kobe stuff. I wasn't on the Nike app fiending for Kobe stuff. So, that whole process. And then after the fact, you had so many people coming out and be like, I got early access and I ain't bought no Kobe stuff. And that was another thing. I actually hit on early access on the Kobe drop. But guess what? I tried to buy the shoe and it was immediately sold out. So that's a problem. So where you got people who, like myself, I never bought any Kobe stuff from Nike. So how did I get early access? That doesn't make sense. And then the fact of the matter is, you get early access and it's immediately gone. Like, what's the point of that? To me, if you're going to give someone access to something, they should actually have access to it. They should be given the opportunity to buy it. And then if they don't want it, then someone else can. Not just stuff where you send out 1,000 early accesses, but you only got 100 pairs. I don't know if those are the numbers, but I'm just saying, like, that's the way it feels. They don't need to be operating like that. It reminds me, there was this awesome Nike golf package of shoes that I really wanted. I hit early access on it. I went to buy it. Like, I was on my phone and then the moment I went to buy it, it sold out. That's not a good feeling. So I do think, and again, not just because I hit it, but just talking with other people, I do think Nike has gotten a better balance with this Reimagined release. And the reason why I say that is twofold. Number one, it was based off of you collecting L's on 2 releases. The free throw line release, which was a white cement Jordan 3 that came out a few years ago, that had a translucent bottom and a red stripe on it to represent where he took off from the free throw line. And then you took an L on the shot drop of the Reimagined. So I think that was a good system to base it on, because again, it's not 20 L's, and it's actually basing it off of your actual engagement and purchase history. But I still think they need to tweak it a little bit, because I will say, again, I got early access, so that's not the reason why I'm saying it's a good system, because I got early access and I got the shoe. But I'm saying that because many of the people I talked to in the community, they had the same experience as I did, where factually, unlike the Gobies, they met these requirements, they got their access, and they were able to get the shoe. And what I mean by that is the shoe didn't instantly sell out to the community the moment early access dropped. So it wasn't as if Nike had sent out more accesses than they had shoes available, because there was actually continued to be shoes available after I purchased my shoes for like at least an hour or two in different sizes across the board. So I definitely don't think that's because people weren't interested in the model, because the hype train for this is going crazy. You already got people talking about shoe of the year and all this kind of stuff, which is foolish. It's foolish, guys. The shoe is dope. I don't like the yellowing. It's still dope. But shoe of the year, it could be, but it's too early to talk about that. But the fact that people were able to log into their app, I saw people who didn't realize they had early access, went and checked an hour later, and were able to get the shoe. That's a good sign. So hopefully Nike keeps moving forward with this kind of stuff. I mean, we all really want pre-orders, but if you're not going to give us pre-orders, at least give us a fair early access system if you're going to do that. And this right now, it's starting to feel more fair. The idea that you took an L on just 2 shoes, or 2 versions of the similar shoe, and then that was the guidelines for you getting picked, that's a good system. I do think that, again, they need to shore it up a little bit. I don't think, again, those free throw lines came out a little too far back, in my opinion, to be included if you wanted to really be fair. Because, yeah, I was on sneakers early, but a lot of people ain't been on the sneakers app, so why should they get disqualified immediately just because they didn't know about sneakers app at the time? Maybe they were small children, or maybe they were just adults who didn't know about sneakers app, because obviously the sneakers app existed before I got on it, but I still was an early adopter of it. So the biggest thing is I really just need Nike to try to make early access seem fair. And if this launch is anything to go off of, it does seem like they're moving in that direction. We could be wrong, but at least right now, they're showing some positive momentum, and hopefully they keep that going. What are your thoughts on the early access for the Air Jordan 3 White Cement Reimagined? Sound off in the comments below. And with that said, stay copping kicks.
Sneaker boy, all about them sneakers, boy. Got all types you like, from Nike to Adidas, boy. Sneaker boy, all about them sneakers, boy. I keep a clean pair.